Well, it's a lot of doors. What you do, my recommendation to entrepreneurs out there is you can start off with talking to family and friends because they make good investors. And once you find the rich uncle, like they say, that will help you, then you'll open it up to other investors. And what you want to do is find out the investor's portfolio, what they look to invest in. Jim and his colleagues at ATIF, they look to invest in startup companies. So the risk is a little higher, but their portfolio allows for them to invest in that. So up front, you want to find out what the investor's tolerance is and whether they invest in startups. And then from there, you talk about the business idea and the scalability of the company.
Well, that goes to Jim now. I know you and I have had breakfast conversation about market scalability and how that important is, along with management talent. So those are going to be the two conversations here. Speak to me about how important market scalability, and then after that, tell me about what's missing in a talent in a management team that you guys are looking for.
All right, well, the first thing is that we're looking for is that a company or management team has an idea that solves a significant problem, not a little problem, not, oh, I want to change the shade of blue from this counter to a different shade of blue. That's not very important. But if the idea is we want to reconfigure the high school, that's a big problem. Then you ask the question, how many people have that problem? If one person has the problem, then it's not a business. But if many people have that acute problem, then there's the opportunity. That's the scale that we're interested in. It doesn't have to be a Facebook or Google scale problem to be interesting on the quantitative basis. Let's turn to management for a second.
Okay.
We invest in early stage teams. So we invested in Micky and Jarrett. They have a plan to grow the business. In that plan are to hire people with skill sets that they don't possess. They were smart enough executives to think through what they needed besides the things that they could do. We are not interested in people that think that they wear blue pajamas with an S on the front and a red cape, because in today's world, no matter what business you're in, you need a team of people to make it a success. And good executives know what they can do and what they can't do and have an idea of where they can go to get the people that they don't have right now. They come to us, in part, to get the money to hire those people.
Very
so
good.
If the management doesn't know what they need, then we're probably not interested in investing in them. And
I know that further conversation that we had, you revised the investment candidate template, and give us a couple of pointers on that one. What benefit will that revision provide not only your group, but the entrepreneur or the startup?
It's intended to focus ideas and thinking about what's important, not to the technology, but what's important to the investors, which is about the business. So we ask questions about what is the problem, like we just talked. We ask questions about why is the management team the right one for the opportunity and what are they missing? And we ask them how much they think their company is worth and why do they think the company is worth that. There are plenty of people that will go, here's a number. I read about it in the internet. My business must be worth $10 million. And instead, we want people to think about why really they think their company is worth something.
Yeah, and they're very thought-provoking for them to go through that exercise, so they're ready for you when they come to see you. Micky, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs and ladies and fellows who are wanting to start up a company? I mean, if you were to give them a rule of thumb or a recipe, what would you tell them?
Yeah, and I have a lot of people that call me that are recommended to me to talk about this question and the answer to it. My recommendation is if you were going to go into any trade, let's say, for example, a mechanic, you'd want to learn the tools that are needed in order to be successful and then what the job entails. And I recommend that would-be entrepreneurs seek to be a professional entrepreneur. Learn the tools, learn the information you need to be successful. Go out there and seek mentors. There's one book that I would recommend by Gerber called The E-Myth. I recommend all entrepreneurs read that book because it talks about some of the things that Jim's pointed out about scalability and finding your weaknesses and addressing those weaknesses.
Very, very good. So let me do a wrap up here. The wrap up is that that in business, we know that certainty to a great extent encourages entrepreneurism and innovation. Certainty does. I was hearing that undoubtedly innovation is the future for business growth and job creation, and you're going to be one of those great stories that's going to be written about. Angel investment is the heart and soul of startup funding. I mean, you can't say any more about that. And obviously, you demonstrate the passion, the perseverance, and the vision that entrepreneurs ought to have, along with the know-how in the industry they want to get into. I'm hearing that as well. Jim, any final word that you want to say concerning the angel community, the uptick that we're feeling in 2012 as we close?
For anyone that's interested in exploring the possibilities of investing in early stage companies, we are a natural place to talk, and we're happy to talk to people because we do want to add members, and we are excited always to look at entrepreneurial candidates for our funding because we are in business to invest money in these kinds of companies, so our doors are open.
Great. Mickey, thank you very much. I appreciate you spending time with me and Jim. As always, appreciate your friendship and coming today and talking about the angel community. Points of View is a program that touches on a number of different subjects. Today was a very important one on the angel community, startups, and investment in those companies.